Hello, wonderful ladies and gentlemen. I had a guy in my coaching group who was a little bit of a living legend while he was in there. He was extremely upfront and honest with women. He would literally say to them, "Would you like to exchange orgasms with me?" He was completely upfront. I even did a couple of videos about him. And while he was in the coaching group, he would give these really passionate, beautiful speeches where he'd pour his heart and soul out into helping the other guys in the group and trying to inspire them to be a little bit more courageous, to be a little bit more honest, a little bit more upfront, not make excuses and just get out there and take action. So he inspired a bunch of people. He even inspired me, and I'm sure he inspired all of you who watched those videos I did talking about him. And he recorded this long video that he wanted to share with us about some of the things that he learned while he was in the coaching program, some of the things that he learned about approaching women, overcoming his fears, and all of that sort of stuff. I've chopped it up into little bite-sized pieces, and I'm so unbelievably grateful for him doing this. I didn't ask him to. He just sent me this out of the blue and said, hey, I wanted to inspire everyone and give them a bit of wisdom. So super grateful for him for this. He talks about outcome independence, about abundance mentality, about worrying that you might be too old to date younger women or to improve your dating life, about dealing with fear, insecurity, and all of that sort of stuff. Grateful to him. Enjoy.
Hey, what's up, guys? Just want to make this short testimonial. I used to be a part of a program called Winners Club with Andy Wells. I can't tell you just how much value and how much I've learned as a part of being in this program. I met a lot of cool folks. The coaches were awesome. The people there, they're very open, understanding, supportive. The reason I joined this program is I really needed just a group of people to believe in me and just help me get out of my comfort zone and be there for me. I'll give one example. One of the first videos from Andy is insecurities as an older man. I'm 31 years old, and a lot of folks kind of think, hey, if you haven't gotten it in your 20s, you can't get younger chicks like later. I ended up attracting an 18-year-old Indian chick that she's really cool. She was pretty, she was awesome, and she stayed at my place for a few days, man, and we just had pleasurable orgasms together, and we had a really good time. Pretty grateful. I didn't say nothing special. I was upfront, honest, and straightforward, and she wanted the same thing too. I've never had to do some slimy tricks. I just say what I want to say. If she's down with it, that's cool. If she's not, I hope she finds what she's looking for, and it opens up the universe for you to get what you're looking for. No pickup artist lines to memorize, 100% honesty, 100% giving value to others, keeping it real, 100% integrity, 100% being your authentic true self. If I can't get a woman just being who I really fucking am, I don't even want to do it because it doesn't seem like a fun experience. I feel like I'm being full of crap. In my coaching, one of my accountability partners was like younger than me. I could be objective here, but he was better looking than me, man. He looked like a pretty boy. I was approaching way more women, and I was messaging way more women online, and I was actually getting more results than him. He was way better looking than me. Me, I'm not even fully looks maxed. My body's not at where it should be, and I'm still working on that. I was still getting some results, man. I was still finding some women that were interested. It was a little challenging, but I just was like, man, I'm a fucking man. I'm not going to back off. I'm going to keep approaching until I find somebody. I'm not going to let this bullshit fear or compare myself to other people get in the way. Because if you compare yourself to other people, how is that going to serve you? You have unlimited tries. If you look at it from kind of like home run hitters, like for baseball, the best home run hitters, they have the most strikeouts, man. The ones that have the most home runs have the most strikeouts. It's the same thing here. You're going to strike out eventually, but that doesn't have to be a personal indictment on if you're good enough or not. I've struck out plenty of times. There was times where I was so fearful, I would just kind of not even try, I would think about it. At least you're thinking about it. At least you're putting yourself to try to take action. That's better than zero. At least maybe you walked outside and yeah, you didn't approach anybody, but you at least walked your ass outside. That's what matters, man. That's what matters. How do you know you're not good enough until you actually try? How do you know you're not good enough? Similar thing. Oh, that woman doesn't think I'm good enough. How do you know? Did she flat out tell you to your goddamn face you're not good enough? And even if she did, let's just say worst case scenario, that woman you thought was really hot, really attractive, told you straight up she thought you weren't good enough. Someone's opinion of you doesn't have to be your full on reality. That's just their opinion. Thank them for their opinion and move on to someone else. Their opinion doesn't have to be your reality. You don't have to believe that. You're good enough for someone else, maybe not in her opinion. You don't have to let that tear you down, even though I could understand if it does. I understand that. I felt the same way, but anybody's opinion of you is just not your reality. You don't have to believe in it, especially if it's not going to help you, man. Especially if that opinion is not going to be conducive to you improving and getting better. There was times in my life, man, where I was way too afraid. I feel really nervous and I would try and I would, get a reaction I didn't really want. But I was like, well, at least I tried. Shit, at least I fucking tried. So that counts for something. You tried. Now I could let that help me grow and get better. It's too late for me. I'm too old. Too late would be if you're dead and you truly can't do anything. Too late would be you're like bedridden, you can't move your body, you can't do anything. Even then, maybe like you should like still try. Dude, my last week of the program, I ended up getting laid with a really pretty 18-year-old Indian chick. And, I'm 31 years old. I've been to 18 and up clubs in my city. I was approaching way more women. I was able to find someone that were interested in dancing and shit like that. And I would grind on these like 18, 19-year-old chicks. I would just like put myself out there like crazy. In fact, funny thing is I was the only one approaching those environments. Yeah, even guys at that age, 18, 19 years old, they don't really like approach a lot because they usually just have fun with their friends. They don't have the balls usually. I remember I would just approach, I'd be like a 30 years old approaching these 18, 19-year-old chicks in these clubs. And it was cool, man. I had a lot of fun. I got to enjoy the fruits of my social freedom. Too late is when you're dead in the ground, man. That's just my opinion. When you're dead in the ground, it's too late. If you're alive and you're breathing and you can do something about it, it's not too late. I've been vulnerable in this group, and other people that I worked with in the coaching have been vulnerable. And I can tell you, in this group, you're going to get a lot of respect, love, and support. Nobody here is going to harshly judge you. Like, I'll give you an example. I'm not going to say his name, but he kind of had like this hard time with, he would like overthink things. He would think, hey, maybe I said something wrong to this chick. That's why she didn't want to see me anymore or not interested in me or something like that. He would like have this hang up about thinking he somehow did something wrong as to the reason why the girl is just not available. And nobody in this group was like, hey man, you're a pussy. Why don't you just get over it? Nobody was like, hey man, you're fucking weak. Nobody in this group was like, hey man, don't be a pussy. Just move on. Get over it. Who cares about your feelings? Nobody in this group went like that. We all just tried to help him overcome it though. We all chimed in and gave him encouragement and support. And we all chimed in and told him, hey man, we understand this sucks. We understand it can be really tough. Let's help you get over this situation so that you can be open to the women that do want you back. Basically, we want to help you open the floodgates to the women that are interested in you. Again, nobody in this group was like, hey, you're being too vulnerable. You're being weak. Don't be a pussy. Don't be weak. Get over it. Nobody was like that. Everybody here was understanding and trying to help that guy overcome that challenge that he was having. I'd say if you really want the help and you're willing to get out of your own way and really just take action on what the coaches would tell you and what other people are telling you, then I would say, yeah, they can help someone like you. You're not that different, man. I don't say that in like a mean spirit way. I mean, like, hey, you're not as different as you think you are. There would be like certain guys that have this woe is me attitude. Like, hey, I'm so different. I don't think anything could change. When in reality, there's probably a bunch of guys just like them that have overcome what they're going through. The best time is right now. If you're not making any progress right now, you need that extra help. How is waiting more going to help? Every day another program is costing you. It's costing you an opportunities to meet and collaborate with other people and be a part of just this team. You're going to miss out on just chances to really get out of your comfort zone. If you're a part of this program, you're going to get no regrets, man. I'm a part of this program. I have no regrets. So, yeah, you're going to get a lot of value. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it. And yeah, thank you very much.
So again, I am super grateful to him for recording that. I'm very grateful for him sharing all of his wisdom completely on his own accord. I had no idea he was going to do something like this. Super, super grateful. If you'd like any help or you'd like the coaching program, there's links in the description below. We have payment plans, all that juicy good stuff. But yeah, if you take anything away from this video or anything away from his message, it is that you don't have to be perfect. There are lots of limiting beliefs in your head, lots of worries that you might have. He felt them too. I feel them. But the mission here is progress, not perfection. You do not have to be perfect. The only mission here is to go out there, take some baby steps, fall down, suck sometimes, learn from it, grow, evolve, and just keep on going. If he can do it, you sure as hell can too.